isn't worth it anymore. I have adopted the 4Fs that I learned years ago from the men that's been in my life. Family, nephews, cousins, and
What's
brothers.
the 4Fs?
Find them, feed them, fuck them, and forget them.
I never heard that one.
I mean, we can take one of the F's away and be find them, fuck them, and forget them. They don't have to get fed.
All right, okay, all right. Okay, so what's the question? The question is...
The question is, would you as a man appreciate a woman being upfront and honest about that?
Yes. Me.
Just don't stalk me.
Me as, let me say this. Me as, if, I'm gonna use the word if I wasn't in an intentional season in my life and I was honest with my intentions and I was looking for a woman that also was honest about her intentions, this would be perfect for me. Unless you cook too good and you fuck a little too good, then when's we getting married? But other than that, like I think a lot of men would like that. The question is that truly what you want or is this what you settling for?
Oh, yes. But they start stalking, harassing, pulling up at my job, texting me that they know where I'm at. Like, leave me alone.
Lance, what's up?
Look, I always appreciate honesty. So if that's something that you lay out in the beginning, I respect it. Now, the same thing happens now, just like you said, the stalking, all that, they pull up, that happens when a man does it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to respect the honesty. Like, that's your intention. If I'm a person who's looking for a wife and I decide to date you, if you told me that, then you're not the woman for me. I respect it. You let me know what it is, and now I can move on. You can move on and find the person that you want to fuck, feed, whatever, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I respect the honesty.
I think we also got to be honest. She ain't ran into a nigga she really like yet. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. All of that, like, blowing up the phone, that's one nigga. But to the nigga you like, that's great communication. A motherfucker popping up on your job. Right.
What you right?
A motherfucker popping up on your job and goddamn harassing you. That's spontaneity to the nigga you really like. He takes the initiative. He's spontaneous. I think, again, all of these rules that we lay out and these guidelines that we set to try to protect ourselves, if we just gonna be honest here, that shit only apply.
That's why it's always good to get a different perspective and to listen and to just soak up what other people have, to say. If it's, said with intelligence and with care, with positivity, with love, you might think it's something you never thought of.
That's the niggas that you don't like. Because when you run into a nigga that come through there and drop off real dick, you're not going to be cool with him passing that dick around the whole community. That's just not realistic. But if he coming through there dropping average, then you feel like, okay, I mean, I ain't necessarily tripping, as long as he can provide everything else. So I'm just interested to see when you run into the nigga that you really like, are you going to be able to stand on what it is that you say you want?
I would hate to tell you this, it's not that serious with me.
Okay.
I treat men the way most men treat women.
See, that's the problem.
What I'm trying to tell you is that I deal with men that are very strong on what they do, and I feed them well, very well. I cook.
Yeah,
but the one that I did.
Let me see a picture of your food. Where is it at? I'm just playing.
This nigga's good.
Go ahead.
I got a bunch of them.
Hey, ladies, you ever had a man that you ain't with drop off boyfriend dick and didn't get the memo that he your boyfriend now? Like, hold on, time out, bro. Time out, bro. And the same is true. Ladies, some of y'all will swallow a whole nigga's dick and not think we not go together. We go together now. Use mine. Please. I'm gonna be realistic with you. I feel you. It just depends what type you give it. Now, it seems like you happy with what you're doing. No, hold on. No. Hold on. Let her be happy. Do you disagree?
Hard disagree.
You disagree that she's happy?
Hard disagree. You're not listening to nothing she's saying.
What's she saying?
Can I speak without interruption, sister? I'm quiet because I'm listening to what you're saying, and your pain is speaking so loud. You've been hurt by so many men that you've now embraced the parts of them that was the worst of them. You've been let down by so many men that you've told yourself not to expect anything. So you've convinced yourself now that this is what you want, but this is what you've actually settled for because you couldn't get what you actually wanted from them. I've been there. I've been in the space of saying, I'ma do them how they do me because they wasn't doing me right. I'ma fuck them and not care about it because none of the men that I was laying with actually gave a fuck about me. So we tell ourselves these lies and we laugh it off and we kiki, but that shit be.
And that go both ways. That go both ways, fellas. Because if you come across a woman that don't care about you in that same way, you know, you gotta use your brain and keep on moving.
Painful for real. Like, at what point do we take our mask off and be like, I don't like the way that I've been treated in love. So instead of me embracing the worst parts of the men that I've experienced, let me actually admit that I'm hurt and go after what I want or what I feel like I deserve. I've never had a man choose me and treat me in such a way that I felt chosen back. I've only had them come and use me for my body, my food, and then they left. So why not beat them to the punch and say that's all I have to offer? We tell ourselves that that's all we have to offer because that's all they ever wanted from us. But the truth is, if you really unpack it, because what you said was, I treat men how they treat women. That's how men have treated you. And that's what they turned you into. Don't let nobody make you who they are. Don't become their reflection. Because I know women who's really like that, and they really like that because that's in their nature. But I know women who have become that because that's what heartbreak did to them.
Like who has ever been hurt after a relationship and say, I ain't never letting them do that to me again. You get cheated on, I ain't never letting them do that to me again. I'ma just do it to them. Change the world, don't let the world change you.
And I've been that woman that let heartbreak make me that way. And I had to go and let therapy undo all of that damage that they did. So it's a key, but it's not funny. It's not funny when it's 2 a.m. and you crying going, I hate all these niggas. It's not funny when you got 10 niggas on your phone that will be down to come fuck you, but none of them care about your mental health. It's not funny when everybody want to pull up and grab a plate from your house, but don't nobody call you and say, get dressed, let me take you out. That shit not funny. So I'm quiet because I'm like, girl, you could hide and you could lie, but that shit painful. And it's cool. We don't get through the pain until we admit that we in pain for real. Niggas have done you dirty and they made you messy. So you got to let God and therapy and community clean you up so you can change that perspective.
Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. But listen, DM me one of the...
I hope you get that healing, Queen. I hope you get that healing.
Pictures of your food. I mean, I'm cool on that. But the food, it sounds like you cook real good. DM me real quick. I want to see what that food talk about. Your best picture, too. If you make cornbread, shit is on. She said hot water cornbread. Hey, I'm going to say this. That's another level, like, maybe it's just me. And I can admit that maybe I'm just chopped and I ain't got no riz. But I've met a lot of women in my singleness. And I can count on my hand how many of them have cooked for me. We done DoorDashed. We done went out to eat. We done went to all these restaurants. We done went to Turks. We done did all the different shit. But pulling out some pots and pans, getting in that motherfucker, it's a lost art. I'm saying, if you ever cook for me...
Somebody get this man a meal, please.
That's how my wife got me. Ha! Ooh, I remember that plate.